the Weedsman Podcast.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Of all the streaming services out there, only one is different. Discovery Plus. It's the greatest collection of real-life entertainment on the planet. 55,000 episodes of food, love, true crime, home, from networks like TLC, HGTV, and tons more. Yes! With stars like Chip and Jo, an exclusive new series from 90 Day Fiancé, all in one place. Bam! Discovery Plus. Stream now. Stream what you love.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Oh, a little weed, you know.
It's the Weedsman Podcast Nugget.
Zippity what?
Ready to drop the bass? Let's drop the bass.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean?
All the random stuff that didn't fit in Friday's show you'll find here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man. You got a joint?
Got a little bit of reef rice along on your board?
What that mean?
Please, just give me my weed, all right?
You like toast? Oh, yeah. My dinner was chip beef over toast.
What? Nobody actually has that.
Well, it's because I found some stew meat the other day, and started experimenting, like, if I was going to make a stew. I just had, like, some meat and gravy left, and I was like, I'll put this over toast.
I don't like that phrase, I found some stew meat the other day.
Well, no, like, I didn't, like...
Where did you find it?
At Walmart. Like, it was...
Oh, okay.
It was one of the few things in the meat case.
Oh, slim pickings in the meat department, huh?
Yeah, so I was like, I could do something with this.
It was down to the stew meat.
Yeah. Well, at Walmart, like I said, I got my sleeper supermarket that even in the height of this thing always had stuff. So,
yeah.
I know I could probably go there and still get what I want. But yeah, that was at Walmart. Just needed to get some scripts for Mom. So, yeah, I was like, oh, well, we'll do something with this. So, yeah.
So you decided to make chip beef on toast.
Yeah, so toast was part of my dinner today.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. It was more like I got some beef and some gravy. What could I add to this? Bread. Let's make some toast.
Yeah. That makes sense. I have a toaster, of course, because everyone's got a toaster.
Yeah.
I just don't use it for making toast, really.
You're a Pop-Tart guy, aren't you?
No. The only thing my toaster gets used for really is bagels.
Ah, there you go.
And actually, the toaster that I have, it doesn't do great with toast. It's downright mean to Pop-Tarts. It has...
Just hates the fact that it's got a Pop-Tart inside of it. Fuck you, Pop-Tart.
Or it likes the Pop-Tarts too much because it won't let go of them. It's got just enough gap in the bottom of one side that the Pop-Tart gets lodged down in there. And so you have to place the Pop-Tart just so. I have to tilt them so that the bottom is tilted away from the toaster and they're kind of leaning in like they're creating a little tent. Mm-hmm. And then I know that they'll come out of the toaster fine. But otherwise, yeah. Huh. They'll get stuck down in there, and then I'll pull it out, and they're all melty, so it like rips in half, and then the other half is down there in the toaster, and you can't do anything with it at that point then, because like you can't stick any utensils in there to fish it out. Even if you unplugged it and did it in a safe manner, you're just going to destroy the thing. You can't even just tip it over, because then all those gross little crumbs that are in the bottom of the toaster all the time, those are going to come tumbling out onto your plate with the half a Pop-Tart.
That's
so it's just a lost cause.
You did not sign up for that either. When you put those Pop-Tarts in, you did not sign up for those extra crumbs.
Yep. So you just have to write the whole thing off. It took me a while to do my taxes this year because I had to write off half a dozen half Pop-Tarts. The government will let you claim those.
Yeah, it's true. They're a little loose in the tax code this year.
Yeah, and some inedible Pop-Tarts this year. I wrote those off.
So why did you ask me if I like toast? Was it just a random thought?
Well, it's just that toast is one of those real basic things. Everyone's got a toaster. They all cost probably under $20, and they probably get used on average maybe, I don't know, 6-8 times a year. Yeah, well, would you say that's fair? How often does your toaster get used?
Daily.
Daily?
But that's what my wife...
You're shooting down all of my theories right now. I'm like, when's the last time you had toast? Today. Oh, how often do you use your toast? Every day. So fine then.
Well, I mean,
fucking
my
toast
wife,
freak.
my wife loves toast, so I mean,
Does she?
It's made at least once a day.
Yeah. Well,
So
there you go. I guess there are people who see. I've gone through phases of liking toast that I've known other people to do the same, but I didn't know anyone who was just like, I like toast and I eat it on a fairly regular basis. I think it's more of a British thing, isn't it? Well, then maybe your wife is the prime demographic for the Belmuda steam toaster, the $329 toaster that is going to revolutionize your toast experience.
does it suck your dick?
Does not.
For $300? I better come. Someone better come for $300. This is a toaster.
Sounds like somebody's coming in the background there. What is that? What is that shouting?
Haywood Banks. It's a song about toast.
Haywood Banks?
It's a comedian. It's from like 20 years ago.
What? He's just yelling about toast?
Now there's no secret to toasting perfection.
Song. He's beating on a toaster.
And you make your selection.
He's doing like a ham bone on the toaster.
And then if it pops too soon, press down again, make toast.
Well,
Hey, songs about there's not many songs about toast, man.
no, I would imagine not. I would not have imagined any, for that matter. You surprised me by coming up with one.
Tori Amos had a song about toast. I was playing it earlier, and it sounded like a Tori Amos song about toast. It's super sad and full of piano.
Or a Tori Amos song about anything, really.
Yeah, she was sad that it used to be bread, now it's toast. I'm making that up, but it sounds plausible.
Yeah, that's the
Tori
thing
Amos.
that's the thing about toast. You can never go back, right?
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you cannot untoast bread. You know, once you're doing it, it's over.
But what's a $329 steam toaster do?
That sounds like some hipster bullshit.
It steams your toast?
It makes what? Does it make your bread soggy before it toasts it?
Yeah. Oh no, the soggies.
Now we're in an 80s Captain Crunch commercial.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that steam, though, would be involved in the making of toast. How does that work? How do you apply steam and come out with something that's dry and crunchy? Relies, according to this Engadget story, relies on precisely controlled steam on all sides to heat your bread more consistently while preserving more flavor and moisture. But I thought that was the whole point of the toast, was you're making the bread into toast by removing the moisture, right? How else do you get it to be crunchy?
This is for white people who have too much money to spend. It's fucking toast, man. There's a dial on the side. If it comes out too dark, move the dial back one. If it comes out too light, move the dial one forward.
So the device, according to the Wired review that they are noting in this article, couldn't make ordinary toast seem sublime, but did preserve the innate tastiness of higher quality options.
And it's just a toast. Look at this thing. And it's just a toaster oven.
It looks like a toaster oven. Yeah, well, they do say you can do other things with it. You can apparently cook pizzas, cookies, and some frozen foods. How could you cook frozen foods with steam? I don't know.
It did preserve the innate tastiness of higher quality options and could even revive some stale bread.
Yeah, so that's what it's saying is you would want to pair this with some high-end bread. If you're getting this to toast your Wonder Bread, then you're probably not going to notice any difference.
Says you can also use it for pizza, cookies, and some frozen food.
That's what I said.
It's easier to justify if you're less thrilled with your oven and not just your existing toaster. This just seems $329. You can buy like a full stove for that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. Like, don't we have an oven?
Yes. Isn't the best way to toast bread like on the stove? Like if you got the setup to do it?
How do you wait on the stove?
Yeah.
How do you toast your bread on the stove?
It's a little setup you put around the burner.
What?
Do it that way.
Wait, so you're doing it on the top part, on the range?
You never toasted bread camping? That's how you do it on a fire. Essentially is, it's like a little bracket that you set up, and it holds the bread, and you can.
Are you talking about you just have to hold it over the burner?
Essentially, yes.
You got the stick with the little basket for the piece of bread, and then you just hold it over that.
Essentially, yes.
And but you said that was the best way?
And isn't it how they don't they toast buns for burgers like on the grill or some shit like that?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could just throw. I guess I don't know.
Oh, again, $325 for a toaster just seems excessive.
Either way you slice it, there's a lot of ways to make toast that don't cost anywhere near $300.
Exactly. Everything I just said does not cost $329.
Right.
Hey, this just seems right away. This seems like something a gay couple would own, right? Or people with no kids and a lot of income. Seems unfair to pick on the gays, but a $329 steam-based toaster.
Apparently, there's a fan in the comments here of the steam toaster saying $329 is quote unquote staggering for something that will probably last 10 years or more. But a phone that gets replaced in a year or two that costs $1,000 is acceptable. Even a mid-range phone is $400 and you won't get 10 years out of it. All right, yeah, but I also use my phone on a daily basis, constantly. Where, again, the toast, sure, look, if toast was a daily staple of my diet, I could see spending $300 plus on an appliance that allow me to make better toast.
If I used my toaster 475 times a day, $329 would be a steal.
Right, yes. It absolutely would.
Yeah, if I was using, what did my last my last thing say? If I was using my toaster for 7 hours a day, I would think $329 is a steal. Even, my house where my toaster gets used daily, maybe 5 minutes a day.
Right.
That's if we go back for seconds. How dissatisfied are you with your toast if you're willing to drop $329 on a toaster? Well, this is bullshit. The only thing that's fixing this is a $300 steam toaster. Let's go. Finally, we're free from the tyranny of glowing coils. Finally, someone's doing it right. This is the toast of my dreams.
Yeah, this is another answer to a problem nobody had.
Exactly.
Like, we perfected the toaster. We got it down.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it eats a Pop-Tart every once in a while, but you know, I bought probably the cheapest toaster I could buy. Because, again, I'm not ever making toast.
No, a Pop-Tart every once in a while. Small price to pay for not paying $329. You know how long it would take you to lose $329 worth of Pop-Tarts? Years. Decades.
Oh, the Pop-Tarts just go in the toaster oven too, then.
I think you could die before your toaster would eat $329 worth of Pop-Tarts.
Unless you're eating a shit ton of Pop-Tarts, in which case you are going to die.
They're about what? Like $3 a box? So
Not even.
So we're talking about like 100 boxes of Pop-Tarts. And there's 8 in a box. So there we're already talking about 8,000 Pop-Tarts.
This thing would probably make a shitty Pop-Tart, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah. How's your steam toaster work on a Pop-Tart? Does it steam the inside?
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
Discovery Plus is the greatest collection of real-life entertainment on the planet. 55,000 episodes from networks like TLC, HGTV, and tons more. Woohoo! Discovery Plus. Stream now. Stream what you love. Discovery Plus is the greatest collection of real-life entertainment on the planet. 55,000 episodes from networks like TLC, HGTV, and tons more. Woohoo! Discovery Plus. Stream now. Stream what you love.
It's Wild Card Weekend, and you can follow all the action at BetOnline.net. For the first time in league history, 6 games are on the board during the opening round of the playoffs. Feature games Saturday include Indy at Buffalo and LA at Seattle. On Sunday, Chicago visits the Big Easy, while divisional rivals Cleveland and Pittsburgh square off. Check out all the action this week at BetOnline.net as the journey to Tampa gets underway. Always available online or your mobile device. Visit BetOnline.net today. Bring the game home at BetOnline.net.
ChristopherMedia.net. The Weedsman Podcast.
Have you seen the stories of people buying furniture off of eBay and Craigslist and stuff like that, and it turns out to be dollhouse furniture?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen these? They're all over the place. They're like, oh, I thought a full dinette set for $20 was too good to be true. Turns out it was.
I mean, there's got to be a way
there's usually if you just read the description thoroughly,
because I don't think you can be like dishonest, right?
It's not
still be allowed to.
Oh, it's not a viable scam. It's not like people are getting online selling dollhouse furniture and trying to pass it off as full size. It's just people aren't paying attention to what they're buying. But there's kind of the opposite problem with this woman who bought a pair of AirPods off of Amazon, which she was buying for $62. So right there, you got to figure they're not going to be AirPods, right?
Or they're first generation and from like a secondary seller. Like I could see scenarios where they would be, but
it's not a big resale market for things you stick in your ear.
Correct. I would be leery, like $62. Like, all right, my first reaction would be like, these are stolen. I'm not having you ship your stolen property to my house. That would really be probably my honest reaction.
But it's Amazon.
Yeah.
I think you would think a number of things. They're knockoffs, obviously.
Yeah.
For $62, they'll probably work fine. They're not going to sound good. They probably won't last long. They're going to be using older Bluetooth technology, so they're not going to connect as snappily as your AirPods do. I think the last thing that you would expect would be too big to fit in any human's ear.
Wow,
for that matter, too big to fit in most mammals on the planet's ear.
These things are like a hairdryer. Jesus Christ.
Because, yes, it is the size of a fucking hairdryer. This thing has to be it's got to be what looks like 18 inches long.
Well, how would you not? I mean, again, this had to be denotated in the ad, right? Somehow. Like, these are giant novelty AirPods.
You would think, but, I mean, have you read the descriptions of half the stuff on Amazon?
Yeah, but I also
it's
look
usually
at the rating
in broken
of the seller.
English.
Look at make sure that they've sold things before. I'm pretty choosy on Amazon. I know I'm kind of shitting on the story here, but that's just me. Oh, she did say that she didn't read the listing right. She does admit that in the story.
Yeah, but she probably still rated it 1 star.
Yeah, 1 star because I'm a dummy.
I think it's kind of cool. I was hoping for $62, if it obviously this thing can't be. Nobody made this thinking it was going to be an earphone. So is it a Bluetooth speaker then?
Well, my question is, why do these exist?
And as a Bluetooth speaker, that's not a bad idea. I kind of like the idea of having a huge set of AirPods that you can set on a bookshelf and have as a little Bluetooth speaker.
Those look weird big to me.
It's so weird big, right? Because it's not anywhere near a size, again, that could be considered used as a headphone. But
just to say,
I just don't know. It's
that could be used as a sex toy.
Like, how did they come up with the size that they were going to make these?
I guess that's what I'm more perplexed is. Why do these exist?
Yeah.
What were these made for? Are there giants we don't know about? Maybe this woman is shrinking. Who knows? Like, are these for a display? Like, is this Apple Store backstock? Like, Apple Store fixture backstock?
Why would Apple ever make this?
That's what's it. Like, I'm more perplexed as to why do these exist? What were these?
They had to scrap the first run because the plans they sent over were in inches.
Yeah.
And they converted it to metric. They're like, okay, I don't know why anyone would want an 18-inch long headphone, but hey, we just make this shit. We don't ask questions.
Apple cuts the checks, and we just make this shit.
Yeah. These Americans are getting huge.
Yeah.
This is getting out of control.
So yeah, that's like I said. That's why I'm more like what. Let's back up and go. Why do these exist?
Yeah, I'm guessing I'll never know. There just wasn't enough info.
This just makes me want to ask Google. Why would there be giant AirPods?
What? Do you expect to get an answer from Google with that question?
We're going to see. Oh, and there you go. And it's what you wanted. This ridiculously big AirPod actually works and is... Hold on. Oh, and is Bluetooth compatible.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth speaker, obviously. Did you find a link where you could actually buy them?
It's not made by Apple. It's made by...
No shit. Yeah.
Well, it says, I thought it was to say it's Bluetooth speaker, but it says it's Bluetooth compatible. So does this thing actually fucking work? No, this thing looks like... looks like about the same size as the one this woman got. It's made using a 3D printer. It is fully functioning. It's able to play music via Bluetooth as well. So I guess being that big, you could just use it as a speaker, right? Because that speaker is big enough to where it would amplify it.
Yeah. If you designed it right, I mean, you have enough volume in there to create a nice little bass tube, too, on the stem part. You could have if it was well designed, that would be probably a really good sounding Bluetooth speaker.
All right, well, here you go.
You could pair them, put them on either side of the room.
This is so unsatisfying. And while there was no particular reason for why he chose to specifically create, so he just did it to do it. So I guess it's better than like no reason. These exist because this dude got bored.
I don't know. I think I'm not aware of the story that you're looking at.
It's an Mashable. Let me.
Right, but this doesn't sound like... This sounds like a separate thing. Like, this guy made this on a 3D printer. This woman ordered this from Dubai.
Well, it does not say where he lives. Dubai native Aaron B. No. Yeah, it's from November as well. So, no, that's the best I can get. So why these exist.
The Mirror's got a story. Woman in hysterics after receiving fake AirPods that were bigger than her head. They're not, like, they show the picture of it in her hand. Like, that's clearly not bigger than her head.
And the story we read, she wasn't exactly in hysterics. She's like, oh, well, this is crazy. Moving on. Wasn't that her actual quote?
No, she said something about can't stop laughing over these.
I guess hysterics can go two ways.
Wait, how much is a kilogram?
1,000 grams. That's what kilo means, correct? K, yes.
It's 2.2 pounds. That's how much a kilogram is.
We have to be difficult. We can't just do what the rest of the world does, right? We got to have our imperial measurements.
A woman ordered 1 kilogram of sweet potatoes, and she got a 1 kilogram sweet potato.
Well, I mean, she got what she wanted.
That's pretty. A 2-pound potatoes. That's pretty big.
Yeah, and she got her kilogram worth of product, right? Did it specify that it had to be in separate sweet potatoes?
Did not.
So I mean, you got what you wanted, lady. But where did she order this from? What asshole company sent her this?
It was from Dubai.
Again?
No. Dubai is the sweet potato capital of the world.
Of course. I mean, we all know this. See, they're coming out with Baby Yoda Monopoly?
What?
Why?
That's rather specific.
Hasbro announced Monopoly Star Wars The Child Edition.
Did Baby Yoda own a lot of property?
The new game features various incarnations of Baby Yoda instead of the traditional pieces like a race car wheel. Now this is just pimping out Baby Yoda. This feels sleazy because it's a baby, even though it's fake.
Well, they realized you can't make a game and put Baby Yoda as a playable character in it because then everyone's just going to fight over who gets to play Baby Yoda. So they just made all of the playable characters Baby Yoda.
There's Baby Yoda drinking broth, Baby Yoda using the Force, Baby Yoda eating a frog, or Baby Yoda cruising in the hover pram. The traditional Monopoly chance and community chest cards have been Baby Yoda-ized with Camtono and Bounty Puck cards.
Right, Baby Yoda wins a fashion beauty contest. What is the, like, you win a beauty contest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Baby Yoda wins a beauty contest, but it's got to be rigged because all the judges were all Baby Yodas.
Yeah, this is just what's this called? Monopoly cash grab. And aren't they a few months late on this? Wouldn't this have been better to come out with at Christmas? But Baby Yoda Monopoly just seems... Well, they're still calling it the child, too, right? They're not officially calling him Baby. It's still the child. I've been told there's an actual name, but we haven't discussed it. For Baby Yoda. Like, someone I'd work with actually said there's a name, and because they're like, they take Star Wars to a next level. As far as I know, it's the child, but he knew some kind of name that I forgot because it's been months since I've been at work. So
they haven't said what they haven't named it.
Like I said, this guy's a message board freak. I said it was some name. I was like, oh, all right. And like I said, I initially said I thought it was the child. He said, yes, it's supposed to be. And then he said something and it sounded like the comic book guy for The Simpsons. And then I walked away.
Right. James Hetfield elderly appearance. Was he at elderly music? I don't understand what this headline means.
Or is he just getting old?
Metallica's James Hetfield stuns fans with his new elderly appearance after the rehab.
Oh, man, he looks old. Google.
Elderly appearance. Fuck you, guys.
Yeah, basically, you know what he was? He was somewhere where he couldn't dye his hair for a few weeks. That's what probably is. Because these guys they're all pushing 60, right? They gotta be.
I don't understand. I don't know. This is from a website called Metalhead Zone. Metallica's legendary frontman James Hetfield appeared in the latest music video of Metallica Blackened 2020 and sang a song with the band after the rehab while revealing his newest style. And then it goes on to describe his problems with alcohol. It talks about a recent interview that he did, making of Blackened, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
What is his style? Like, they do not describe what they're talking about.
There's a video below and they show it. His hair's short and it's gray. He looks his age. If you click on the video down below, he's the first person you see. He looks like he looks like Eric Clapton did in the 90s. Look at him.
Right.
He's got gray hair. He's got a goatee. He's got glasses on. He doesn't look like I'm a rocker. He doesn't have his trademark mustache that goes all the way down his face.
No, he does. It's just grayed out.
You see, and there you go. So yeah, like that's not shocking to me. I've seen pictures of him that, quite honestly, I've seen pictures of him where he looks far older than that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
the newest style.
Yeah, and then there's a Rolling Stone article below again. Same thing. It just looks like James Hetfield. How he probably look now.
What's the Rolling Stone article?
Makes his first public appearance since returning to rehab at a L.A. Automotive Museum exhibiting the Metallica singer's classic cars on Thursday. And he's wearing a denim shirt. He's got short hair and his mustache, and it's all gray. He said, thanks for coming and looking at my cars.
Okay, but does the Rolling Stone story make any comment on his appearance? Does it talk about his new style?
No, but it just has an actual picture of him other than the other article.
Whatever. Metallica hasn't mattered in years anyway. The only thing I want to hear him do a cover of What's Inside Your Butthole.
Who did that one?
Oh, you don't know it?
No.
Maybe there's astronauts and maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butt?
Shit. It's called turds.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there's astronauts and maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole?
How cynical I am is I just wonder if the person filming this made the kid do this. Because that's the society we live in now.
Made them do it. Like, wrote a song for him called What's Inside Your Butthole. You don't think a kid wrote that song?
I don't know. It's stuff like this is lost to me because I don't have kids and I don't do that. Oh, that was so cute.
It's a funny song. It's called What's Inside Your Butthole. Maybe there's astronauts. Maybe there's aliens.
Little kid stuff like this is lost on me because I don't have kids and I know it. Like I saw this morning. I'm like, great, somebody's kid. I don't care. And I kept scrolling. This came up in one of the feeds I was looking at. Now there's people doing their versions of it.
All inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know.
We're bored. We are officially bored.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Like, yes, we're bored.
No, like, this is a split screen video with two grown men.
Maybe there is astronauts, maybe there is aliens. All inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole?
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name your price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Discovery Plus is the greatest collection of real-life entertainment on the planet. 55,000 episodes from networks like TLC, HGTV, and tons more. Woohoo! Discovery Plus. Stream now. Stream what you love.
ChristopherMedia.net. If you like this show, please tell a friend. Please make sure to rate and comment on all your favorite Christopher Media shows. Please follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook. You can subscribe to all ChristopherMedia.net shows for free on ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for listening, and thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.